My loves, welcome back to the Stars Cartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So I'm here with the dream, y'all. It's early in the wee hours of the morning, so forgive me. I have put my lashes on. I ain't did my hair. I'm like wearing my big old sweatshirt. It's freezing outside, and I'm drinking some tea. I like my little cup, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know. Well, I don't really drink tea on the camera, huh? But yeah, I I do specifically go out my way to get pink cups. And I have um, a Christmas themed cup. It's really cute. It's the same color pink, and it's in the face of Santa. I think I might have found it at Walmart or Target last year. I'm coughing out because of the controversy behind the recent. For the Christmas. And I'm not saying nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? If anything come out, it come out. But I ain't saying nothing about that. But anyways, the Valentine's Day. I got a Valentine's Day one that's pink, and I got that one from. I think I might have got that at the dollar store, low key. I might have either the dollar store, and then I got another one that I think my cousin's wife got it for me for Christmas. This is my Mother's Day one. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? This is basically replacing. I had another one that I got from Walmart. It was the one that's pink like this and it said burn book on it. Yeah, I had that one, but I lost it. It was in my house, so I don't have it anymore. This is its replacement, and it matches a theme, Mother's Day. I like it because I feel like this is like my generation's version of we adults now. I'm an adult. I wake up early in the morning to work, and I want some tea because you know what I'm saying. It's cold, and this is gonna help me to slide out that bed because baby, that bed feel good in the cold, man. Okay. Anywho, it's 3 minutes of me just nonsense. Okay. Anyways, I really gotta wake up. Anyways, the message comes in the form of a dream. So in this dream, I am married. I'm living in this luxurious house slash apartment with my husband. And I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, everything that I can to make him happy. And this man complained about everything, everything. Like he was complaining about everything. He didn't like the colors in the apartment. He didn't like the design of this. The TV was too small. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too quiet around here. Where's all the drama at? Where is the drama? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. It felt like he was literally trying to figure out some kind of way to start up some drama, to kick up some drama, to cause some kind of problems because it was just, he couldn't take it's too peaceful. The scripture comes from Jasher 11:33. And when Aaron saw all these things, his anger was kindled against his father. And he hastened and took a hatchet in his hand and came to the chamber of the gods, and he broke all his father's gods. So here's the message. God said, for somebody, regardless to if this is you, this is your prodigal spouse, or if it's somebody else, what I said you. So it might be a situation where it is you and God is like giving you all these luxurious things And you're like, but where is this? But where is this? But where? See, this, let me tell you something, because this message is the complete opposite of the last one. Because in the last one that I was recording, God said he don't want you to get bored to where you have everything you need. And then it's like, what do you do now? So make a list of the things that you want. And then in this message, God says, stop complaining. It's like, what do you want? Oh. Baby, I don't know if this is, it's like, what do you want from me? Do you want me to be happy with my little stuff and I ain't gonna say nothing, and you know what I'm saying, I'm bothered by this, I'm bothered by that, I got an attitude, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say nothing because I can't complain? Or do you want me to speak my truth? What do you want from me? Like, Vicky and I feel like, and see, this may not even be a situation. This may, like, God said, I just feel like you gotta pick a struggle. It can't be a situation where you feel like somebody is complaining too much and you tired of hearing them complain. And you know what I'm saying, you did everything you possibly could to make them happy. And you know what I'm saying, because it go both ways. Do you want it to be a situation where that person is irritated about something and they not saying nothing at all? So now they sitting up there with their arms folded, they being nasty to you, they being mean to you, they have a nonchalant attitude. No, they not laughing with you no more. No, they not going into detail no more. No, they just, you know what I'm saying, because they disconnect. That causes a disconnect. Go ahead and say you got to pick a struggle. Either you want that person for who they are, and if you already know them, you know good and well they don't want pink flowers everywhere. mm. You know good and well. You know that. Come on now. You know good and well that they gonna be irritated if they don't eat today. Anybody is gonna be irritated, mad, frustrated, and like, yes, up in arms if they don't eat that day. And you know what I'm saying? That's just, and as somebody God said, speak about the gift. Let me tell you about people with gifts. When they get mad, you gonna feel it. If you connected to that person, it's like you, and you know what I'm saying, something like that. I'm just being real. I remember when I was catching one of the Greyhound buses, God just led me to get a bunch of food. And I was like, what am I getting all this for? But they had this special deal. And you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting it for cheaper than what I was supposed to, because I think I had either points or like the Mickey D's points. So I ended up getting it for almost like a bunch of food for like $5, y'all. I'm like, bet. Okay, thank you, Lord. Thank you. I didn't eat my little big Mac and my fries, and I'm good. So I did all the rest of it. And when I got back to the bus, there was this man that was saying that he was hungry and he wished he had money for food. And, well, he wasn't talking to me specifically. He was talking to somebody else. And he was saying, man, I get angry when I'm hungry. And I was like, low key, like, I have all this food. I don't want it. You want something out this bag? He was like, yes. Man, he was so happy. But let me tell you something else. This racist woman was trying to harass me later on during that trip. And he protected me. Yep. Made sure I was good. Made sure I was great, because I made sure he was great. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not a situation. I feel like it's give and take. You know what I'm saying? It's give and take. It ain't always just, you know what I'm saying? It's give and take. It is. Because I thought about that. When that trip was over, I was like, dang, that's wild. And I ain't even expect that to happen. I wasn't assuming that, you know what I'm saying? Because every day I was good. You know what I'm saying? And it was other men, but it was just, you know what I'm saying? He was the only one that stood like 10 toes down, like, you good? He was like, you good, Queen? I said, yeah, I'm going back. But yeah, he made sure I was straight. Because, baby, they was trying to do me. Yes. Yes. And I halfway feel like the bus driver was in on it. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna touch that because I don't know about all that. But I do know for a fact that that lady, you know what I'm saying, felt some kind of way about a black woman telling her, you like, look, man, if you feel, you know what I'm saying, she was supposed to sit next to me. Now, she ain't never tell me nothing. She walked back there. I saw her walk back there. She used the restroom and she went back towards the front and sat next to, I guess, her son-in-law, nephew. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, later on, I get off. I take my stuff with me. We all get off. She then took over that seat and said, well, I was supposed to sit here originally, but you wouldn't let me through. I was like, you didn't tell me nothing. You should have just tapped me on the shoulder. Well, and I was like, okay, well, can you move so I can get to my, no, okay, fine. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? And the woman was like, don't let it. So I sit in another seat that is empty. I'm like, I'm just going to sit right here. She got that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a seat. I really don't care. Give me somewhere I'm going. I don't have time for these demons now. Baby, somebody needed to sit there in both seats. And I'm like, dang. And you know what I'm saying? She's like, see. I said, you need to move so I can get to my seat. And she was like, astonished that who am I to tell her that she needs to get up? You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't believe this. And I said, well, in reality, if you really wanted to sit in your seat and it was that serious for you to sit in your seat, you should have tapped me on my shoulder and told me to get up so you could get to your seat. But instead of doing that, you decided to be rude and nasty, which she was. I wasn't the only, but everybody agreed. And she was like, you know, baby, it was a whole, yeah, I went through a little bitty, baby, what do you call them? Side missions. Along with the big bull, side missions, side quests. Don't nobody got time for this. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And in reality, I was in the right. She could have easily tapped me on my shoulder and said that she was supposed to, like, dang, people is wild, bro. People is wild, bro. People is wild, bro. But communication. Instead of her assuming because I am a black woman that I must be rude and I must be aggressive and I ain't gonna let her get to her seat and I'm doing that on purpose and I know this and I know that. In reality, when we first got on that bus, it was enough seats for everybody to sit by themselves anyways. Like in reality, I wasn't trying to keep her out her seat. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if I wanted to sit by myself so bad, I would have gave her that seat and got up and moved, which I did when she was trying to act silly with me the first time. I was like, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm tired of arguing. I'm not finna fight with you. I'm tired of fighting. I'm like, you go ahead, have your seat. There you go. Guess what? It's another seat over here. Ain't nobody finna fight and argue with you. But you ain't gonna be able to take what's mine from me because that seat right there I paid for. And when it came down to it, baby, you gonna have to get up and you gonna have to let me through there. Oh, we got a problem. We gonna have to, the bus driver gonna have to interfere with this problem because you can't keep me from what is mine. Anywho. Baby, that was a side quest, man. That was a side quest message. That was a side quest message. Because that might be for somebody. It may be somebody that is literally trying to keep you from what belongs to you. Trying to act like you don't deserve what's yours. God said you gonna have what's yours. And that's period. And they can be mad. They can huff and puff. They can fall out on the floor. Roll around all over the place. Stomp and punch the fist into the floor. And whatever it is they want to do. Now, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I saw a man doing that on the side of the road the other day, and I was like, blessed Lord. Blessed Lord. Like, I don't know what made him so mad that he would literally take his fist and start punching the concrete. But let me tell you about life and how I wouldn't do it. I know that hurt. It hurt when you hit somebody. You punch people. Like, why would you? on your knuckles. Why would you want to sit outside and punch the ground? Why would you do that for? Jesus. Okay, anyways, back to the bed. Let me get back to the main message. That is, what's up, baby? Go and say somebody trying to keep you from what's rightfully yours. They can't have what's rightfully yours. Well, I'm supposed to be there with you. That might be a spouse type, baby. A whole nother baby. A message in a message. Go and say for somebody, it may be a spouse or so. They supposed to be sitting with you. They supposed to be with you. Y'all supposed to be joined by the ways. Y'all two become one. Two become one. I hear two become one, remember? Two become one, remember? Baby, but when you was there, this person said they was bored. They was bored. They was bored. They was bored. This person had all the complaints about everything. They were miserable. God said, according to them, they were miserable. After they interrupted the life that God built up for you. I feel like whoever you are, before you met this person, you were happy, peaceful, content. God said you were filled with joy. And this person found you, fell in love with the happiness, the content, the joy, and broke you down by complaining every single day. And it's understanding that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't nobody want to listen to that all day. Don't nobody want to listen to complaints all day. And you know what I'm saying? It's one thing when you are, I don't know why I feel like this would be like somebody else. Like, you know how, sit my teacup down. You know how when a woman gets married, typically when a woman and a man gets married, the woman, her life becomes evolved around the man. And it's almost like she isn't herself anymore. She is his, just like the simple Mrs. is Mr. with the S. And instead of apostrophe, it's a dot. It's his, belongs to Mr. Okay. And her life becomes his life. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Lady Danbury on Bridgerton and how she was literally raised to be Mr. Danbury, Lord Danbury's wife, and that's it. Her favorite color is his favorite color. Her favorite dish is his favorite dish. Her favorite music is his favorite music. She don't know nothing else. She don't eat nothing but the kind of foods that he eat. She don't listen to music that he don't listen to. She don't go nowhere he don't go. She don't like things he don't like. She was taught how to play the games that he liked to play. Read the books that he liked to read. And go to the stores that he likes to go to. That's the kind of vibe. Wear the kind of clothes that he want her to wear. That's what, you know what I'm saying? It happens. It does. It don't happen to everybody. That's not everybody's story. But baby, I know. Because I've been there. And I feel like, but for whoever this is for, it was kind of like the opposite. Like, the man was coming in on the woman life. And instead of it being like, it was the other way around. Like, and I feel like this man, it bothered him. Because instead of it being like, everything circled around his work, everything was circled around her work. Instead of everything being circled around his wants for his house, it was her wants for her house. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like men are famous for, if you don't like it, you can leave. They don't like hearing that back. They don't like hearing that. I felt like somebody was on it. This man was like, why you gotta pick pink curtains? And you was like, this is because it's my house. You know what I'm saying? Why did you have to buy, you know what I'm saying, purple dishes? Because I'm the one that bought it. I just feel like there's somebody like, baby, there's a message in a message. Like, I bought that. Yes, I bought the. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why did you have to choose this? And then when you did start incorporating things that this person may have wanted, or things that you thought this person would desire or they would enjoy, they complained about that. And now that you have, broke away from them, you're like, I'm done with them. I'm sick of this. They are like, what happened? Why are you doing me this way? Why did you leave me? What do you mean? I'm supposed to be sitting passenger. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be driving, or I'm supposed to be living there. I'm supposed to be this, that, and the third. I'm supposed to be this, that, and the third. I should have been with you for this. I should have been with you for that. God said this person, like, they literally ejected themselves out of the seat. They chose to leave. And then they made a big fuss about it. And the wildest thing about that the testimony that I just gave about that experience, in the end, after I was sitting over there in my seat and she was sitting in her seat, as soon as the bus took off, she got up and moved to go sit back by her son, nephew, whoever. He had an empty seat next to him the whole time. There was literally no reason for her to cause all that fuss. She didn't want to sit next to me no way because she was prejudiced. But she wanted to start a fuss with me. I just felt like she thought it was going to be like, you know what I'm saying, 60 years ago, and I was going to be dragged off the bus because how dare I have a bus ticket and a seat. Like, that's really what it was giving. It was giving, how are you? How did you? Ma'am, excuse me. Baby, like she been living under a rock somewhere. And what appalled me is these, you know what I'm saying, these men even having the audacity to feel the need, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody trying to put no hands on Granny, but she needs to let me get to my seat though. She don't need to be animosity, you know what I'm saying, having an attitude towards, you ain't finna treat me like that. You're not finna talk to me like I'm 5 now. We is not, baby. We ain't back in them days. You ain't finna talk to me like I'm 5. You ain't finna talk to me like I'm crazy. You not finna talk to me like I'm dumb. And you know what I'm saying? In reality, like I said, she could have just tapped me on my shoulder and said, man, come on now. We sharing this seat. And I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? My apologies. Let me get my purse out this seat because that's all that was there. My bag was under my feet. So it ain't a situation where I just had a bunch of stuff sitting there and it was going to be, you know what I'm saying, pick my purse up, put it in my lap, and we going to keep it pushing. But obviously, if that seat is empty, I'm going to sit it there because who want to ride with a person they left the whole ride? Like, you know what I'm saying, if they ain't got to. And I'm just like, I just feel like it was just the whole situation, it was just stupid. It was. But you know what? Being obedient to God. Baby, being obedient to God and just really moving the way I naturally move, because I ain't even expect that to happen. I ain't expect that at all. We have been riding on that bus for a good minute. She ain't say not one syllable to me. Nothing. Crickets. Nothing. Was riding up there with him the whole time, said nothing. And then out of nowhere, we about 4, 5, 6 hours into the trip, she wanted, you know what I'm saying? That's wild. And I'm supposed to just stand, what I'm supposed to stand up for the rest of the trip? Girl, stop playing. Baby, people is crazy. It's like, and I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, for somebody, it's tough. I know about, baby, that is just like, you know what I'm saying, when you not with somebody anymore, especially when adultery comes into account, especially when it's a situation where, like, I just feel like you are not obligated to take them with you because y'all not together no more. And this is somebody that made it very clear they didn't want to be with you anymore, that they didn't want a relationship with you anymore. And then they turned around like, wait, where are you going? Why are you not here? Maybe this person was just mad or upset about something, but it's one thing. I feel like, what are you mad about? You know, like, we need specifics of are you mad about, you know what I'm saying, something that you shouldn't even be mad about anymore? You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm thinking was, God is bringing to my mind is when my ex started, you know what I'm saying, pointing a tool at me. He was mad about something that I had already told him about. He was mad about something we had already talked about. He was mad about something I had already showed him. And I was so hurt, so heartbroken. It was almost as if he had been sitting up going through my phone with somebody and they was like, look, look, look. And he completely forgot that we already talked about it because he was so worried about her and so concerned with what she thought and how she felt and this, that, and the third. Baby, ain't nobody got time for that. What were they really mad about? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it depends on what this person is mad about. When it's something like that, that is like, you should have, like, we got it. We over that already. That's not a situation where it's okay for you to be mad for weeks and months at the, like, come on now. We already talked about that already. That's over already. We finished that already. That door is closed already. Why are you still even bringing that up to me? Versus something that is actually fresh and new. It's a difference. It hit different. It hit different when it's something that, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that is cheating on you. You just found out. You just got your proof that they cheated on you. You just got your proof that they did this. And then how far... Because it's a difference between somebody having a little one night stand and somebody having a month long, a week long, and every time they are leaving out the door, they going to run and see this person. It's a difference. It's a difference between somebody just sleeping with somebody and somebody actually building a full-blown relationship with somebody. It hit different. And I just feel like, it could go both ways. Like, this person could feel as though you don't have no reason to be mad and you tripping and you causing all this commotion for no big scene. God said they say you making a big scene and you don't have no reason. God said simultaneously they caused the big scene. They caused a lot of commotion. They ain't had no reason. But they wanted to put on a show for somebody. They wanted to put on a show for whoever this other person is. When in reality, it was no reason for them to do all that. It was no reason for them to do all that. God said it should never be a situation where you are literally begging your partner for attention and they are constantly running out to give your attention away to someone else and then sitting back wondering how is it possible that the relationship fell apart? What made you think that it wouldn't? Why would you think it could stay together that way? What would make you think that you would be able, you can't hold nothing together and you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. And I just feel like you have to find, like, I just feel, and for somebody, I don't know why, but God is showing me someone that works a lot and your partner felt every time that you were working that you were basically cheating on them. So they chose that as a reason. That is not... Really? That ain't no excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse that just because your partner has a job and they're trying to be responsible and ensure that y'all have a good life, that now all of a sudden you can go and cheat on them and sleep with whoever you want to. Like, why? Like, God said, why you can't wait until they get back? That's an option. It is an option. It is an option. It is an option. And I feel like if this is a situation where a man was having to adjust to his wife's life and her time schedule, maybe her sleep schedule, maybe it's a situation where she was the one that was making money and he wasn't. He was unemployed or he wasn't working. Then yeah, that put him in a position to where he go to sleep when she go to sleep. He wake up when she wake up. You know what I'm saying? When she working, he finding something to do. When she done, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's not hard. It's not hard. But this is somebody that they wanted it to be their way. And this man didn't, like, if you don't, there is no schedule. This man had no schedule. There is no schedule. So instead of, it didn't even make sense. The logic behind what he wanted, he just wanted to be in control. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's natural for a man to want to be in control. But I just feel like, in this situation right here, this man was not in control at all. He didn't like it. And now he is wanting this woman back. He wants that control, but the same control that he was complaining about, the same boredom that he was complaining about, the same, like, he felt like he was miserable. He was complaining this one, that one, and the third. Anybody that would listen, you know what I'm saying? He wanted sympathy. I'm being reminded of Major Payne. Let me tell you where you can find my sympathy in the dictionary. Baby, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And I just feel like, go ahead, said, this is somebody that, for whatever weird reason, they confused your work life with like an affair, which is weird. Because, you know what I'm saying, we not married to our jobs. I mean, unless, like, I'm the bride of Christ. But but in reality, it's the church that is the bride of Christ, not just me specifically. You know what I'm saying? I love God. I do. God is an amazing father. When I don't have a provider or a protector, he stands in. When I need this, I need that, he makes sure I have it. He find a way out of no way. And for that, I'm very appreciative. But you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a situation where somebody is confusing somebody's job with a relationship. And this might be a situation where your job, maybe this person is confused about it. Maybe they don't understand, or, like, I don't know. I just feel like this person feels like your job is not, like, they feel like it's another person. So they may feel like you are sleeping with somebody for money. They may feel like you selling yourself for money, and that's not it. And because of that, they went out and decided to cheat on you because they felt like you were cheating on them. But they may have realized that what they thought was a lie, it wasn't even true. They may have, I'm thinking about how when my ex was questioning me about the messages, the text between me and my cousin. And I kept telling him, that is my cousin. He kept on saying, who is this? Who is this? That is my cousin. It's my cousin. My blood cousin. My first cousin. we not them kind of cousins. Okay? We don't have that going on. At all. At all. Mm-mm. We don't have that going on. We not getting, you know what I'm saying? That's like legit my cousin. And I know that there's some people that lie. You know what I'm saying? I experienced it before where my first husband kept saying, this is my sister. This is my sister. Baby, that was not his sister. Shape boy was lying. Baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. Like, I don't even know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we look like twins or nothing like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you put us next to each other, we gonna be twinning. But, like, that is my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. And, I think it took for him to actually speak to him, for him to realize that. Because he kept on trying. I think he was really bad because he thought that he was somebody that, possibly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to dig too much into that. But in reality, I just feel like it's a situation where somebody they got bored. Somebody got bored. Everything was too perfect. Everything was working out too well, and they started fishing for drama, and they found it. And once they started fishing for drama, which they found, they were not happy with the result that they received. And they may have even drug on this drama, assuming that they would eventually get the result that they expected. They still didn't receive the result that they expected. And I just feel like at this point, it's kind of like, why in the world would you want to be with somebody like that, where you literally are doing everything in your power to make them happy and they still not happy? And you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can communicate and communicate and communicate, but eventually y'all just not mixing. And that's just what it is. What else can you do? And you know what I'm saying? Even on the other side, it's understandable. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you are constantly, like, well, I don't understand. Because when you in a relationship with somebody, you just got to receive. The only kind of give you got to do is say what you want, and you still unhappy. That's wild. That's wild. Like, what are you mad for? What is there to be unhappy about? And I guess there are things, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe, like, and I have to think about this in a relationship stance, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not talking about a situation where, like, your relationship with God, you know what I'm saying? Because if you single, it might be a situation where you want to get married. It may be a situation where you want children. It may be a situation where you want things that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you want a house. Maybe you want, like, a boat, or I don't know, whatever it is that you want. These are things that you yearn for. So I don't know why I'm feeling led to say this. It is not the same thing. The relationship that you have with God, the relationship you have with Christ, and a relationship that you have with a physical human being. You cannot compete and compare. You can't connect them two. It's not the same. This is about a relationship, okay, with a human person. God said I need to clarify. This is about somebody was married to a man that behaved this way. I have to clarify that, because some people be trying to read into things that are not in the message. This is about a woman that is got that big bank Frank, that was married to a man that did nothing with his life. And whoever this man is, he is standing around jumping and acting a complete fool because he was acting a complete fool and you got him up out of there. This is somebody that said security. I can't see why. Security. Oh no, it's time for you to go. Baby, this is somebody, that man said, why is everything pink and purple in here? You was like, your ride here can't yet. Baby. And I feel like this how that man was like, baby, I swear I could just slide. And I can't, because it ain't, well, it is kind of enough room, but I ain't getting down. It's too cold to do. It's just too cold to do too much this morning. I can't believe I've been on this message for 40 minutes. But that is so funny. That's funny. That's funny. What a twist. Okay. And I'm pretty sure at that moment, whoever this man is, he started imagining every time he said this. I think about the episode King of the Hill that I watched. I was watching King of the Hill last night, and Boom Howard had fell in love. He finally fell in love with somebody, and the woman he fell in love with was a female version of himself, though. And I hope ain't nobody out there like that. But anyways, she, you know what I'm saying, balling out of control. She, you know what I'm saying, best with whoever she wants to, if that's what she chooses to do. You know what I'm saying? If she chooses that you know what I'm saying, she basically do what she move how she wants to. And he came to her with a ring, and she was like, oh no. And closed the door. Baby, I feel like this is somebody that it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Y'all, like, regardless if y'all was married, which I feel like y'all was, because this is a dream. In a dream, I was in a relationship with somebody. I was married to somebody. And baby, this man thought he was finna ramp and rave around your house. It's like, and I just feel like it's a Like, I just feel like it's levels. Like, it's a difference between you being the man of the house and you running things, you know what I'm saying, making sure the trash is like, you making sure everything is done right, you know, dinner is to your liking, you know what I'm saying, everything is clean to your liking. If it ain't, you getting at it, you know what I'm saying, because we ain't, you know, we gender, like, obviously, because if I, you know what I'm saying, if the female's paying out the bills now, you gotta do something to help. Help somehow. Anywho, baby, this person, you like, I feel like this person, instead of them putting forth effort to assist you or help you around the house the way that you needed them to, they decided to start attacking you as if it wasn't your house. Like, I don't know why I feel like this man took up the, yeah, that's mine. Maybe he had a little conversation with some male friends and he didn't express to them that it was your house and I did. So they talking about, well, if she don't like it, you need to put her out. And if she don't like it, then that. You're the baby. Da. Baby, somebody shut it down. He came to you with that mess and you was like, oh, really? Well, oh, okay. Oh, your house. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Where's your coat? Where's your suitcase? You gonna have to come up out of here. Baby, you gonna have to find the exit. Excuse me? I just feel like sometimes people be getting confused with what belongs to who. That would be like somebody created a business. You got your business. You know what I'm saying? You created your business one deep. You had help along the way. That's a beautiful thing. But it's a difference between somebody being a owner or somebody that is a partner, a shared partner in a business, and somebody that is like a supporter of a business. We ain't no shade towards supporters. And you know what I'm saying? But it ain't going to be a situation where your supporter is about to come in your store and tell you that you need to change all the designs. You need to change the name of your store. Why is the carpet this color? Why are you selling these kind of things? I don't think ain't nobody gonna buy that. And it's kind of like, well, you bought it last week. Why the way you came in here and bought some shoes last week? You said you liked them. You posted pictures of them. You know what I'm saying? Said they were comfortable, did a full review. So why in the world are you here now telling me that I need to sell something else? You make me feel like you trying to sell what I sell and get me out the business. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing, you know what I'm saying, to listen to your, like, if somebody is a customer, it's one thing to listen to a complaint. If they say, man, the salesperson had a bad attitude, I mean, you can try to fix that, but in reality, sometimes people's attitude is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And the people at the bullshit stores, baby, they attitudes be off the chain, and they still make thousands every day. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But you could. I mean, it's not always a promise that it's going to fix anything. I know Victoria's Secret had got some complaints some years ago, and they restructured everything to restructure their business based off these complaints. And they lost so much business because their entire business structure was based off of like this exclusive name brand. Like, I don't like, that's just like the girly, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? When I think of Victoria's Secret from my childhood, and I'm old now, 34, but when I think about Victoria's Secret from my childhood, it's giving the juicy purses with the big crowns on it and a big bling and boom, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, the pink sweatpants and the pink sweatshirt and my nails done and I'm looking cute. We ain't have lace fronts back then, but I'm looking cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking fly. I'm looking good. That's what it get. You know what I'm saying? I'm going shopping today. Okay. I'm going to walk around the park today. I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever little thing. But that's what, and somehow, some way it lost that. And you got to be careful about restructuring your business, your brand, or what is a reflection of you and trying to make it fit somebody else because it's supposed to fit you. And that's something that I learned about business in the beginning. It's not always about how amazing your product is, because typically when you start a business, you are going to put forth effort to put out your best. And I have seen some people put out some just nonsense. But like, if it's a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I just feel it. How do people feel about you in general? You know what I'm saying? And I know that I don't want to just say I'm here. Like, I know I can get along with anybody. I can go, baby, like, y'all don't even understand you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the shenanigans, but I know I'm a vibe. I can go anywhere halfway and make friends and have me a good old time. You know what I'm saying? I don't allow people that feel some kind of way about me or whatever it is I got going on get to me. You know what I'm saying? The other day, somebody was trying to be funny acting towards me, talk about, like, as soon as this person asked me, what do you do for a living? And I said it, like, the whole vibe. I was like, it's just, what do you want from me? I get tired of people asking me that, though. I don't like answering that question. Like, I'm going to start saying something else. I'm going to start saying, I forgot her name, but she said she tells people that she worked for Google, and sometimes she'll say customer service, sometimes she'll say tech, or she work in this division or that division, or baby, I'll just be honest. It's just like, ooh. Because for every one person that is gonna be like, man, that's awesome, that's so cool, how did you do it, and that, it's gonna be 10 that's gonna be upset, bothered, frustrated for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. Just mad. And it's like, but you know what I'm saying? That one time, that one person, like, you know what I'm saying? I make a friend. Like, it's hard, it's tough, but you know what I'm saying? And it's hard for me to, like, I don't want to lie, because I don't want it to be a situation where I tell the person something else and then boom, they see one of my videos and they like, hold on. But you told me, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know what I'm saying? And then to top it off, okay, even if they don't know and they don't find out that I'm lying, God knows. He knows. And I guess I guess if I say that I work in a different division of Google, that's still lying. Maybe I could say like customer service. This is not customer service. God said own it. It's so hard to own it because I am so shy. And you know, typically it's like people expect me to be bougie, mean, and nasty, and I am not like that. People are expecting me to be looking down on them, and I'm not like that. I am literally just trying to eat my food. I'm just trying to have a drink. I'm just trying to play pool. I ain't even trying, like, man. You know, it's like, and I remember when I was a makeup artist, I used to wear, like, my shirts everywhere. I would wear them everywhere. And, baby, now I don't even... I don't wear my merch everywhere. I wear it every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I will wear it every once in a while. I wore one of my jerseys while I was out for my birthday, actually, this year. But for the most part, I don't. And that's because I was so happy when I saw it. I was like, I still got this. How? How did you slide through the cracks? And I think I got two of them. How did you slide through the cracks? It must have been, it just had to have been in a dirty clothes pile, or I don't know if it was tucked away somewhere, folded away. Baby, blessed be to the Lamb of God, because I gotta buy a whole nother coat. I do. And I lost my little coat that the lady at the gas station got us for winter. I'm sad about that. I like that little Phillips 66 coat. Because people think I be playing when I say that I worked at a gas. I don't know why anytime I bring up any hardship, trouble, or problems that I have in my life, people get mad or angry like, her life is perfect. She don't have no problems. Like, dang, what are you, what world do you live in? Why are you sitting up here making up this fantasy dreamland world where my life is just perfect? Who lied to you and told you that? Who lied to you? Why do you think that in this world where there's so many wicked people that I have been able to manipulate my way through life without having any hardships, any problems? There have never been any heartbreaks, and I ain't never hurt myself. I ain't never scraped a knee. I ain't never this. I ain't never that. Are you crazy? And I get it. Like, it's very frustrating though, because some people, they have, an assumption about you, and they assume that you just gotta be this, that, and the third, and they assume that your life is this way and your life must be that way and everything is perfect, and it is not true. It is so frustrating to me. There's a lot of time when people start thinking this way about me, they put forth effort to tear down whatever little life that I didn't put together, not knowing I just built my life back up. Or assuming that I had to be lying about I just built my life back up, and they finna come and tear it down because this is ridiculous and it's not fair and ... Just coming up with nonsense. It's nonsense. It's lies. It's foolery. It's buffoonery. And I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyways, that's the message. This then went on to 3 different messages. The first one, baby, ain't nobody got time for nobody sitting up in their house complaining all day, every day about everything. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are married, to such an extent that they are tired of complaining to you, and now they going to cheat on you with somebody else and coming back and treating you like you ain't nothing, and you ain't nobody finna sit around for that. Ain't nobody finna sit around for that. And you know what I'm saying? Then have the wild part, the next part, them having the audacity to be upset that you love, being upset that you put them out, being upset that they not able to sit next to you no more. Why would they be? Why? I don't even understand why this person would even think to themselves and think, I'm gonna be able to go and I'll just be able to be with them again. Like, this somebody that thought you was desperate. This is somebody that assumed that you were a very desperate person. You are not desperate. You are not desperate for this person. Like, you don't just gotta be with them. You don't just gotta be in a relationship with them. And you know what I'm saying? Once again, this is about a relationship. This is not about a business. This is not about, going to your relationship with the store owner, your relationship with the pastor. This ain't got nothing to do with your relationship with the sales clerk. It ain't got nothing to do with how you feel about the person, the bartender, the waitress. This is about a marriage relationship. God said it don't make sense for you and this person. Y'all were coexisting together. You were taking care of them. You were ensuring you tried your best, and they complain to such an extent that they started to believe that they had the right and the authority to start putting you, and God said, put you in your place. They wanted to put you in your place. You were already in your place. So what you did, you got up out of there. You said deuces. You know what I'm saying? Either you said deuces or you told them they chunked them the deuce. They got to go. Either one or the other. Either way, baby, you were in your place before they tried to put you in your place, and you really got in your place when you got away from them. God said they was trying so hard to kick you off your high horse, but what you did, you yanked them off the back and threw them down and took off. Now they mad. Now they mad. That's their problem. Now they mad. That's their problem. Now they mad. That's their problem. That's their problem. What, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's their problem. God said this person is not your responsibility. This is not even normal. It's not normal for a woman to take care of men. That no man should want to be in a situation where his wife is taking care of him. And if he is, it should never be a situation where he is thinking to himself that he got to take her down a notch. Don't you know that's going to hurt you too? That's wild. If you destroy her money, her business, and the way that her livelihood, the way that she is taking care of you, how do you expect to be taken care of? That's silly. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying, when somebody have a job, and I'm thinking about how, like, people that do have customer service jobs, like when I used to work retail, every time a customer come in, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? Do you need help picking anything out? Are you looking for something specific? Baby, and it's not just when I was working, I actually did have a job working sales. My first job, I was working at this boutique, like with ball gown dresses. And each dress I sold, I got 10%. So, you know what I'm saying? Had a little pep in my step. But in reality, it's not just that. It's like, even if you are working, like when I was working for Sears, when I was working for Justice, when I was working for the children's place, even these stores, every time somebody come in the door, hey, how you doing? Hello, how can I help you? Claire's, you know what I'm saying? Hello, how can I help? Claire's used to emphasize on people's stuff. Oh, my bad for telling company secrets. But baby, they used to be like, when they come in, watch. Good day. These are the customers. And then because of my years working retail, baby, I be doing what they be doing. And baby, if I see somebody looking at me and try to follow me around the store, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm not finna give my money to you. Like, and you sit up here treating me like I'm a criminal and I haven't did nothing, baby. And I know what they do because of that. And I understand. God said, watching you like a hawk. And I understand. In some cases, you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody to steal from you. But simultaneously, it shouldn't be a situation where you are making your customers miserable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that don't feel, when somebody is literally following you around the store, or they, you know what I'm saying, deliberately come and they restocking because you standing there, and as soon as you walk away, they walk away. Like, it's they just standing around and they keep looking at you. It's like, oh, I can't even shop in peace. I can't even shop in peace. It's like they try to run people away from the stores these days. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between somebody coming up to you and saying, hi, can I help you? Are you looking for something specific? And you tell them, yeah, in fact, I am. And they start, you know what I'm saying? They show you what you need, versus somebody that's just dry, standing behind you, following you around the store. Like, do some work at least. Push the basket. Since you're so bored, come here, hold the basket while I walk up and down the aisles. You know what I'm saying? I give them something to do. I will in a second. If I notice you following me, come here, excuse me, where's this at? Okay, tell me what is this made of? Okay, how does this work? Baby! We gonna put you to work for real, because I know I ain't finna steal nothing. So we finna put you to work. Anyways, I'm done. I ain't saying nothing else. I done went on for a whole hour with this message. That's the message, y'all. Baby, I'm crying laughing. But it did. It livened up my spirits. It's something about this. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.